Hello and welcome to this video in which we will discover 15 shocking habits of successful people. Many people believe that the difference between successful people and others is only related to the environment in which they grew up. They imagine them as privileged people to whom luck has smiled on them from birth. In reality, the main difference between the rich and the poor lies in the lifestyles on which their daily lives are based. To understand more clearly the keys to success, here are 15 shocking habits of successful people worth integrating into your life. But just before you discover them, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to download your free book to change your life by clicking on the link in the description below. 1. Take care of your appearance without being excessive. One of the first habits of successful people is they care about their appearance. They take a daily shower, pay attention to their hair and the cleanliness of their clothes. A neat appearance plays a decisive role in our society, which is largely based on image. When a person is well groomed, it shows that they have respect for themselves. They are also perceived by others as being more trustworthy. An unshaven person with messy hair and dirty or wrinkled clothing will reflect the image of someone who is neglected, has no control over their life, and is therefore unreliable. It is unlikely that an unkempt individual will be offered a professional opportunity or a chance to develop their skills. Similarly, if he/she wishes to take out a loan to invest, their shabby appearance may discourage the banker. On the other hand, those who have succeeded avoid excesses such as excessive perfume, overly bright makeup, or fake fancy nails. The reality is these types of exaggerations reflect poor judgment and a lack of restraint, which will not convey a positive image. 2. Wear simple but quality clothing. Successful people generally have a rather minimalist conception of fashion. They understand that elegance does not lie in bling bling, but in simplicity. Having a wardrobe filled with luxury brand name clothing is a waste of energy and money. The rich understand this. They have better things to do with their time rather than to waste it choosing their clothes for the next day, and prefer to invest their money in assets. Successful individuals fill their wardrobes with a variety of simple basics in timeless colors that are easy to match in all circumstances. They prefer quality over quantity and only buy the clothing they need on a daily basis. They choose quality materials and pieces made in the country where they live rather than clothes from Asia. The purchase price of the clothing may be higher overall, however, these individuals understand it is a good investment in the long term because their purchases will last longer. 3. Avoid fast food restaurants. Another habit of successful people is they avoid eating fast food or consuming processed foods. They know the importance of taking great care of their health. They are also very careful about the food they eat because it is fuel for the body. Meals rich in sugars, processed foods, and saturated fats promote the development of many diseases, including obesity, diabetes, hepatitis, and even some cancers. In addition, these foods do not provide any essential nutrients to the body. This is called empty calories. This type of diet slows down brain function and causes a state of drowsiness that persists for hours afterward. The rich prefer to eat fresh, seasonal, organic, and locally produced food. They eat large quantities of fruits and vegetables that are loaded with vitamins, minerals, and other essential trace elements. 4. Work out several times a week. Sports is another key habit for successful people. They are motivated to engage in physical activity several times a week. There are many reasons for this choice. First, it benefits their health. Maintaining their bodies protects them from diseases such as myocardial infarction or stroke, but that is far from being the only benefit they get. Regular exercise helps them maintain their level of endurance and fosters a spirit of healthy competition. Athletes are also capable of greater self-discipline than others, and for good reason. Working out even when you don't want to develops your willpower. 5. Go to bed early. The lifestyle of successful individuals is focused on optimizing their productivity. They know that early bedtime is essential as it allows you to get up early to have the whole day. Since we are most productive before noon, they arise at dawn. Sleeping before others also protects their health. Quality sleep is essential for body and mind, so they will sleep early in the evening. Those who succeed flee the parties that drag on until the early hours of the morning, which cause significant expenses and make the following day a wasted day. They also understand that leisure activities that require staying up late have nothing to offer them. Their time is precious, so they avoid wasting it. The only reason they would sometimes agree to stay up late is for work. 6. Reading every day. There's a famous saying in the United Kingdom that readers are leaders. Indeed, successful people are accustomed to daily reading. Many of them devour one or more books a week. Most of the time, they are non-fiction books that allow them to broaden their knowledge. The rich do not conceive reading as a simple leisure activity, but as an essential pillar for their personal and intellectual development. Regular reading stimulates brain activity, maintains memory, and improves cognitive abilities. Finally, those who succeed do more than just read. They process the content of a book to extract the most relevant information and apply it to their business. The speed with which new ideas are implemented is crucial to a company's success. 7. Have useful leisure activities. Like all of us, successful people have free time to spend on leisure activities. However, unlike the majority of those in a poorer financial situation, they choose them carefully. The rich avoid time-consuming, addictive, and unproductive leisure activities such as television, surfing the net, or playing video games. They know that spending time passively in front of a screen will not enrich their lives. Instead of escaping into a virtual world, they prefer to build their success in reality. They therefore focus on activities that enable them to acquire new skills, develop their mental faculties, improve their well-being, or expand their network. Successful people will fill their available time with volunteer activities. Devoting oneself to others and redistributing part of what they have is an important part of their lives. Many business persons recommend spending a third of their time helping people who have not done so well. 8. Practice meditation. The vast majority of successful people practice meditation daily. They have integrated it into their personal daily routine to make it an inseparable part of their lifestyle. Regular meditation brings about many benefits. First, meditation allows you to learn to observe emotions in order to understand them and control them more effectively. In particular, it helps with channeling stress, which is essential for success and for assuming heavy responsibilities. Meditation also provides perspective on situations in order to react in a more reflective rather than instinctive way, and brings lasting inner peace. There are several reasons why it is a habit of successful people that all those who want to succeed should adopt this practice without delay. 9. Setting objectives. Unlike the majority who allow themselves to be guided by the course of events without question, all successful people set goals to be achieved. They know that to move forward in life, it is essential to know precisely where you want to go. The rich define their objectives as follows. They start by setting a long-term goal, for example over 5 years. Then they define several intermediate objectives, for example on a 1-year scale. Each of them is a step that helps to achieve the long-term objective. Finally, they apply the same principle with short-term objectives. By doing so, they know exactly what they need to do and what actions are necessary to achieve their goals. They even try to exceed the goals that they have set for themselves. They are always up for a challenge, and this attitude is key to success in a lot of areas. 10. Creating opportunities instead of relying on luck. Successful people will infallibly succeed because they make sure they create opportunities for themselves. Whereas the poor are passive and wait around for luck to smile at them, those who succeed understand that it is their responsibility to provoke fate. When they seek to achieve a goal, they carefully study each situation to turn it to their advantage. They are not afraid to be bold and take risks, even if they are always calculated. It is through perseverance and a keen sense of anticipation that they build their success, without relying on the help of a hypothetical chance. 11. Never getting discouraged. Contrary to popular belief, all successful people have experienced difficult times and failures before achieving success. The difference between them and others is that they are never discouraged. They get up after each fall and learn from every experience. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but rather inaction is. When you try something and there is no such thing as failure, either the company succeeds or things don't go as planned, but you come out of it enriched because you have learned. The rich systematically apply this principle to overcome every obstacle they face and transform it into a strength. Their mindset is conditioned for prosperity and wealth. 12. Learn from those who are even more successful. Successful people are used to taking inspiration from those who are even more successful. Far from being jealous, they are admiring and seeking to understand how others have achieved their results. Many people succeed by taking inspiration from a mentor who motivates them and stimulates their entrepreneurial spirit. They have no reason to be envious of those who have more because they know that it is up to them to succeed in reaching the same level. That's why they surround themselves with a quality environment of positive people whose success exceeds their own. This strategy creates a powerful emulation effect that promotes positive evolution. 13. Overcoming fears and pushing back limits. Eleanor Roosevelt's famous phrase, "Do something that terrifies you every day," is the basis of another habit that successful people cannot ignore. They are aware that our fears are our only real limits, which can be overcome by the will to overcome them. The rich know that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to manage it, and that the greatest fear is that of the unknown. By constantly pushing their limits, they train their brains to react to unexpected situations, which allows them to become even more daring. Successful people take nothing for granted, and ensure that they are constantly evolving so that they are not caught up in the changes in the world. They embrace change and meet it instead of being resistant to it. 14. Remain humble despite success. When they succeed in meeting a new challenge, successful people are used to remaining humble. Never arrogant, never self-righteous, they know their value and therefore do not need to seek to make an excessive display of their success. They know that everything can always be improved and that it is more constructive to move forward rather than to dwell on past successes. These fighters never lose sight of the work they had to do to reach their position. They respect those who put in the same effort and know how to stay accessible. 15. Never stop learning. The last habit characteristic of successful people. They never stop learning when others already think they know. They know that knowledge is the most valuable asset, but that it must be maintained continuously, otherwise it will be reduced. In a rapidly changing world, they are committed to keeping up to date with the latest discoveries in their field and in all those who may be of interest in their business. Curious by nature, their minds are always eager for knowledge, a trait that they can use to their advantage. Whether through specialized books, seminars, working groups, or specialized training, all means are good to enrich their culture, and they devote a part of their profits to it. This expense is an investment that they will have the opportunity to make profitable by improving their business through what they have learned. All the rich have grasped it. Life is a source of perpetual learning, and that is precisely what makes it so rich. It is no coincidence that the information trade is a limitless market, more flourishing than ever. Whoever holds the knowledge also holds the power. Through these 15 shocking habits, successful people are able to attract success and abundance into their lives and keep it. Their way of life is built on a strong foundation, and they have more value than the money in their bank accounts because they could rebuild their wealth if they ever had to, from scratch. To achieve the same success, it is up to you to learn from these habits and implement them in your own life without delay. This requires rigor and discipline, but the benefits reaped will far exceed the efforts made. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You are also free to receive the new book, 7 Secrets to Change Your Life Now, by clicking on the link located in the description below.